Hello, my name is Cooper Henderson. Behind the camera is my good buddy Ryan, who's going to be my audience today. And without further ado, let's get into it. According to Gary Henderson from digitalmarketing.org, over 3.96 billion people use social media. Now, as you can see, it's pretty relevant because that means over half the population of the entire planet uses social media. And that means they risk themselves getting addicted and experiencing the negative side effects. Now, I've never had social media, besides some of the fake accounts here and there that I had to make because the hip teacher who wants to do projects over social media. Now, what this means is I was able to do research and make my own observations without the biased opinion of that social media is good because I don't have it. Now, I did this and I wanted to do this because I believe that social media is actively hurting the people I care about, and it needs to stop. So basically, people who use social media are experiencing negative effects, especially if they use social media in excess. It's like this because the developers made it purposely addictive, and the solution to this? Try to get off social media with whatever means possible. Now, let's go over what is happening to the people who use social media. Now, according to my research, students are actively getting lower grades because of the cognitive distraction that social media makes. This is supported by the 505 tests conducted by Dr. Ayesha Massoud, who points to the fact that social media damages the cognitive behavioral control unit of your brain, and that means that it's hard for you to focus thanks to the excess use of social media. Now, it's not just students that are affected, it's everyday people and relationships that are getting negatively affected by excess use of social media. And the everyday person department, this is supplied by the research of Jose Luis Jasso Medrano and Fuencenta Lopez Rosales, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, who say that there is a positive correlation between the excess use of social media and with depression and even suicide. Now, with the relationship department of this, there is the research of Wei Wang and the 514 couples that she interviewed, which points to the fact that the upward use of social media led to the upward social comparison of relationships, which led to, in turn, the upward feeling of envy and even depression. Now that you know what's happening to people using social media, let's see why this is happening. Now, you may counter by saying all of my points were based on people who use social media in excess, which is true. I'll give you that. But have you ever taken into account that social media was based on getting you addicted? This is supported by computer scientist Cal Newport, who says, quote, large social media companies are hiring attention engineers to use principles from Las Vegas casino gambling and incorporate it into their social media sites to get people addicted. So this means that their sole job is to get people addicted and come back for more. Now, you can see this is a huge problem because that means that all the negative effects that were listed earlier are applied now because their job is to get people addicted and use it in excess. And now, apparently half the population of the planet needs to realize this and get away from social media. This is supported by the research of Chloe Tanega, a student of the University of Portland, who studied the acts of the behavioral engineers. These behavioral engineers were good at their job and they got people addicted, which led to the people addicted to social media having lower well-being and higher mental health issues. Now that we know the whole problem, what's happening and why it's happening, let's see the solution. How do we fix this? How do we get off this? So, the easiest way to put it is just get off social media. But, like all all addictive things, it's going to be hard because of the resistance your mind and body have to getting off this addictive substance. But don't worry, because there are proven treatments to help. One of these treatments just so happens to be the Red Oak Recovery Center, an adolescent program, which use tactics from drug rehabilitation into helping students get off social media and live a social media free life. Believe it or not, there's actually positive side effects that come with living a social media free life. You get to live as if you never had it. This is supported one last time by Cal Newport, who says that a life without social media is 3 things: productive, peaceful, and quiet. So, in conclusion, social media is negatively affecting your brain's ability to focus, and it's negatively affecting relationships. It's like, and excess use. It's like this because social media companies make it purposely addicting, and then the solution to this is to get off social media by whatever means possible and live a social media free life. So what this speech and I are trying to get you to do is get off social media. Spread the word on how bad social media is, and make this world a little less worse, and make this world a little more productive and a little more peaceful. Thank you for your time. Can't wait to see the final result on how you thought I did.